What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the shop. Got some Mazdaspeed content finally. Got Kendrew here. You probably saw his speed sitting here all winter. Power steering pump was toast on it, and it blew his belt off. So we're changing out his power steering pump, which he got from some site. It's off, what did you say, a Ford Fusion?
Yeah, 2008 Fusion with a 2.3.
So same motor basically, and the only thing that's different is the pulley is quite smaller, so we'll just have to get a smaller belt, we're thinking.
Or we can take the pulley off the other one.
Yeah.
Don't know yet.
Wait, what one?
Off the old one, if it's not seized.
Oh yeah. And it probably is though. That's probably why it died. Yeah, it's toast. It won't even
move
spin.
it if you want it to. Yeah.
So yeah, so where we're at so far is this reservoir is kind of in the way right off the bat. So there's a little clip here, and we kind of just hammered the tab down on it and then got it out of the way. But the plastic is so like corroded and broken that it's all like basically busted. So once you get that out of the way, this coolant line, or power steering line I guess, is right here with the banjo bolt through it. Big old truck coming through. You're gonna crack the banjo bolt, but there's also, where's that other big bolt? So the banjo bolt goes right through this guy.
Yeah.
So you gotta have I think it's like a 22. We just put vice grips on it to hold it from spinning, and then you crack the top banjo bolt. This goes underneath, and then the banjo bolt through, and then you can crack that off, and that's where we are now.
Yeah,
and then I think
there's 2 bolts holding it on here and here.
2 10 mils probably.
Yeah.
12 mils.
And then there's this sensor right here, which we have to get off, and a hose at the bottom.
And then the reservoir that we'll have to get off from the bottom, or take it off once we get the pump itself off.
Looks like there's another bolt at the bottom too.
So yeah, 3 bolts.
There, and there.
Okay. So that's where we are now, and show you guys once we get a little bit further.
Okay, so we got this sensor out right here just by using vice grips on this, and it threaded out.
Had some sort of sealant on it. Locked it.
Yeah, it looks like.
Anyway, it wasn't too bad to get out, but now we got this one more fluid line, power steering fluid line or something. I don't know how we're gonna rip that off, but this has a hose clamp on it, but you can't really get any. Ah, come on. Oh, mint.
There he goes.
There she is.
What a piece of shit.
So this is how seized up this is. You can't even spin that at all. So we'll have to reuse his reservoir.
Maybe, if
maybe,
it's possible.
Yeah. Something looks funky with this, but
we'll get it apart and then see where we go from there.
Yeah. So these are the clips that hold the reservoir on. You kind of just have to, I just put a flathead in there and pried it up, and then I just hammered it off the reservoir. But as you can see, his reservoir, this thing's messed, man. Yeah. I don't know what we're gonna, I think he's just gonna have to get a new one, but
yeah, it's definitely mangled. I'm not putting that back on the car.
Garbage. It looks like it all melted itself, but I don't know what would have melted that. But yeah, that's supposed to be an open hole so that the fluid can cycle through, but
yeah,
nah, it wasn't having it anymore. This 6 didn't want no more power steering.
No, race car. But yeah, we got it out from there, so we'll have to go about sourcing a new reservoir, and then we'll put it all back together.
3 weeks later.
What's going on, guys? So it's a few weeks after the last clip of this video that you probably saw. Kendrew's back here at the shop, back on the Speed 6, and we got the new pump slash reservoir. We really only needed the reservoir, but they sent them the whole unit. So we're gonna try to get this off and use just that, because we have the new pump on there already. But if it's too hard to just swap the reservoir, we'll just do the whole system, both of them at the same time. I think it'd just be easier. But we're gonna try to get this reservoir off and see if we can pop it on while it's still on the car there. Yeah, we're still going at this, and we're near done, hopefully, but we still have to get the belt back on, which is gonna be tough because they're super tight on this car, and there's not much room, as you can see, but we'll get it.
See, the last time it just fucking like pulled right apart.
Because it was all like seized.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
There you go. Yeah, it's just an O-ring.
So these came apart pretty easy. We got the little O-ring out too. We're gonna throw that in if the new one didn't come with one. So here is the new one, and here is what the old one looks like. Somehow it got all melted and absolutely ruined. So yeah, we won't be using this, that's for sure. But we're gonna try throwing this on while the pump is still on the car, and yeah, see how it goes. Okay, that's done. Plug this sensor.
Which way does that go? This way? Sure.
Just pull out. Good. All right, it's all back together. We got the hose on the bottom. You can't really see it, but that's the.
It's not quite back together yet.
Yeah, I get. Oh yeah. We gotta put the intercooler shroud on, but reservoir's on. Both clips are on, top and bottom underneath, and the drain line, you can't see it, it's underneath, is also on. This might need to be tightened down a little bit more, and the sensor is on, and that's about it. Now we just need fluid and a belt, which is probably going to be the hardest part of it. But once we get it out on the driveway here, we can jack it up, take the front wheel off, go in through the side here, get to the tensioner pulley, and should be easy peasy from there. But never know with these pesky Mazdas. So
friggin' imports.
Yeah, friggin' imports, man.
You got the e-brake though.
That's fair enough, isn't it? No.
As long as we get the jack on pavement, right?
Should we turn the wheel? No. That's a bad idea, actually. One more good one?
Yeah, at least
a couple.
I was wondering if you were gonna rip the E or not.
That's a big fucking car.
Heavy bitch.
That's a big fucking car. Oh.
Alright, so we just took off this cover right here that sat up like that, and that exposed the tensioner in back here. And so now we've got to feed the belt through and use this tensioner.
Alright, so we got the belt on after many struggles. Pulled the idler pulley down, wrapped the serpentine belt around.
That's
you guys
way too
can't see
loose.
it, but she's pretty loose, probably from being stretched. But also,
Oh yeah, that is true.
this pulley is also different. It's a bit smaller, but it's stretched from before. But it might run.
Yeah, we don't have any power
We
steering.
don't have power steering, but
I don't want to run the pump dry.
no, it would just break again.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to get power steering fluid and
Might
also
pick up another
maybe
belt.
a smaller belt. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next clip, which is probably a month from now. Or
If I had to guess, yeah, it'll be sometime in the next month.
we're pretty well at the finish line, so we just need some fluids and a belt, like I said, and
yeah, once we
put it back together.
Once we get it alive, it'll be motivating.
Yeah. All right, 2 seconds for you guys, 24 hours for us. We're back on this piece of junk, and
Hey!
we got the new belt.
That's the old one.
Oh, that's the old one.
The
New
old
belt's already in it. He
already.
already installed it by himself.
Not
Just a
quite.
little bit of play's all right. That's fine. But got the new belt. Got some fluid. This one is definitely stretched a little bit. We measured it. We compared the two, and seems to be stretched. So this one's gonna be a little bit tougher to get on, obviously. But we're gonna give her a try on the tensioner pulley down there.
If we're lucky, we can get this thing running today.
Yeah, hopefully she'll run today, and maybe we can go for some boost pulls.
Maybe.
See what happens. But I'll set you guys down here. You're not probably gonna see much because it's all in behind the wall, the frame wall or whatever. There's not much to see. It's kind of tight. So yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys. So we got it on here, and as you can see, there's a lot less play in the belt than before. So the old one was definitely stretched out a bit. So now we're gonna fill her up with some power steering fluid, and I think she needs some more coolant too. Yeah, bone dry, and then we'll bleed the power steering, and we'll be ready to go for a drive.
Okay, so car's back on the ground. As you can see, everything's done for the install. So it's time to do power steering fluid, turn the car on, and kind of turn back and forth, left and right, to bleed the system, get all the air out of the reservoir, and that should be it. There's fresh coolant in it because it has a slow coolant leak, but it's all topped up now. So yeah, just one more step and she should be ready to go. Battery's dead. We're gonna have to jump the battery.
Battery's fucking way beyond dead.
Yeah, I forgot about that. See what she's got for juice.
Shut the door. Yeah. And away we go. Is he recording yet?
No! Oh no!
That's depressing.
That's very, not even a crank. Shit. Alright, third time's the charm.
Yeah, here we go. Failure number 3.
Oh, half a crank.
Half a crank, yeah. No.
Fourth time's the charm. Oh!
It's getting closer every time. Alright guys, he's revving it up right now. I'm gonna see if we can get anything from it. Nope. Didn't even crank. Thinking the battery might be toast here, guys. I don't know. Maybe we just need to get a new battery and try again.
All right, we took the battery out of the orange Mazda here.
This is the best.
After jumping it too. Yeah, so here we go, 5th time.
Even less.
What in the it was just running.
Huh. Maybe we should try jumping it, because we know this battery's a little better.
True. All right, so battery out of this into this didn't work, so now we're boosting that battery in this with this 6th time, I think this is.
I mean, this battery is known to be good, so
Yeah, yeah, we've tested the battery.
if this doesn't work, then
But it's not like we can bleed the system anyway, because
it's bleeding itself.
yeah, it's literally bleeding itself. So gotta fix that now before we can drive the car. Oh, you're kidding me. How much power does this car need? So it's been like 15 minutes. Revved it a little bit. Yeah, I cleaned up the shop a bit while we waited. If this doesn't work, I don't know. Oh, no, stop. Man, you're kidding me. Just why does this car require so much power to start? What is going on? All right, day, what day is it?
Lost count.
4?
Incalculable.
4 or 5. It's a couple days after the last clip you just saw of us failing the other night, but we're back again. What we were thinking is that we had the tensioner pulley too tight on the belt, so it was having a hard time cranking. So we loosened it up a little bit. It's not so damn tight now. It's got a bit of play in it, which it should have. Now we're boosting it again because we absolutely roasted this battery trying to turn it over a whole bunch the other night. So let's give her a shot, I guess. I'm gonna watch the pulleys, make sure they're actually spinning. Damn. They definitely spin.
It's weak though.
Very weak.
Fuck's sake.
Oh no. She runs without the belt. That fired up right away.
Yeah, man. What the fuck?
Oh no. Okay, so I just picked up the camera just to film the startup. We took the belt off and it fires up. We checked the spark plugs and everything, they were good. So just for shits, we took the belt off to see if shit would go, and what do you know, it fired right up. All right, we're in big trouble now. Big trouble. We're going to put the belt back on because, as you guys saw, the car fired up without the belt. So I went to go pull on the tensioner pulley again, and it snapped clean off the car into pieces. There it is. There you can see where it broke out.
So first this part snapped off, and then
the bottom bolt that holds that shiny part there that you can see
is now this.
It's that bolt there. So now we are trying to fish out the rest of it, which is that. And
at least it wasn't the top one that got.
Yeah, thank God it wasn't the top bolt, because that's like way up there. Because this got absolutely destroyed. Look how rusty this is. I was pulling on that and then it just sheared the metal between the two. So yeah, that's where we're at now. So I don't know how long it is after the clip you just saw. Probably
too long.
A couple weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Here's the new alternator. I don't think I showed you guys any of uninstalling the old one, but it's just part after part that goes wrong with this thing. So I don't want to make this video too long. It was supposed to be just a power steering pump video, but we did power steering pump, idler pulley, which is down there, you can't really see, and now an alternator. So after that we're gonna have to do this power steering cooler, which is all rusted out, as you can tell, and that's leaking everywhere. So his reservoir doesn't hold any power steering, but
certificate of authenticity.
Oh mint. That's how you know you got a good part. So yeah, we're gonna put this back together, and fresh battery too. Yeah, hopefully maybe this car will run again. So let's get to her. All right, new shiny alternators in. Somewhere's there, yeah. And just plugging everything back in. We gotta put the belt on now, and then not sure if we'll get to the oil cooler tonight or not.
Before the hockey game, I don't know.
Before the Montreal Canadiens lose,
yeah.
get eliminated tonight from the playoffs.
Rest in peace.
Made it farther than Toronto.
Yeah, that's true.
So other than the belt and that cooler, I think that's about it. Just to put everything back together, like the intercooler and whatnot, and hopefully she'll start up. Alrighty, I think we're done. We think, anyway.
Yeah.
Definitely could be some more things once we try to start it, but it's all buttoned back together mostly. Intercooler's back on, boost tubes are back on. We took this AC line off for to get the alternator in and out, because it's just in the way too much. So unbolted it from the firewall and pulled that off. So basically what we've done, we started with the power steering reservoir and also a pump, so that's new. New tensioner pulley because we snapped the old one off the block, so that's new. And the alternator seized up in the whole process of the car sitting here and us working on it and whatnot, so that's new as well. Then we're gonna need to do new battery as well. And like I've said a million times, this power steering cooler, which is just that line, this is what we're gonna put in, probably not tonight, but this little guy. So this is actually a cooler itself. Well, it's essentially the same thing, just with more surface area to catch air to cool the lines. Okay, moment of truth. Man. Start her up, bud.
This is scary.
This is scary. This is like our...
If it doesn't start here, I'm gonna burn the car.
This is like our... This must be like the 15th time trying to start this car.
Yeah, probably.
Little neutral check. Fires right up, baby. Let's go. Didn't even stutter. Yes, sir. Woo! Let's go. Wow.
God bless you, man.
Thank you. Not even a stutter.